Hi and welcome to 2 Minutes with Hull and Hull. I'm Ian Hull, and today I want to finish off my thinking relating to the idea of what is a will. I talked about in my last podcast the option of challenging a will or varying or amending a will. Today I want to just talk a little bit about what's involved with amending or varying a will or a trust. So lots of us know of or see or are part of and are beneficiaries under a trust, where it is created under the will itself on the date of death, or a trust that is created during lifetime. Often what people don't understand is that the Variation of Trusts Act, and I refer to it in the Ontario version now for the purpose of this podcast, but the Variation of Trusts Act is an act that allows the court to, in the right circumstances, bust a trust. And what I mean by that is the court will, in the right circumstances, if all of the beneficiaries agree, look at the terms of the trust and see if they can break it up and distribute it now as opposed to waiting forever. So here's the example. A trust is set up and all of the income is to be split between, and the capital where needed, is to be split between the three children. And that trust is, on the death of each child, is to go to their children. And ultimately, on the last of the three children to die, so all three children pass away, the trust is to evaporate, whether or not there's kids or grandkids or whatever left. So those are classic scenarios. And the court will, in the right circumstances, allow one to bust that trust and distribute the money now. Now, the steps that are involved can get a bit complicated. But I guess what I'm hoping that we can make sure my clients understand is that that is an option available to them. So if they are in a situation where they're a beneficiary of a trust, it's worth at least asking your lawyer, is this a trust that can be busted? And what circumstances are going to be required to make sure that trust is properly distributed now, as opposed to waiting out what could be many, many tens of years if you waited out the duration of the trust for everyone to die off at the right times and the distribution dates. So, thanks so much for joining me with 2 Minutes with Hull and Hull.